What's up guys, my name's HeR and HeR Interactive just added an unsolicited material policy to their website. Now I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, what on earth does that mean? That's a scary word, unsolicited. Not many people know what that word means. Basically, HeR Interactive will not be accepting any sort of unsolicited material from fans. Now keep in mind, this is different from fan art and fan-created things, where fan art is something that a fan would make to express their love and joy for the games. This particular thing, unsolicited material, this would apply to ideas for characters, games, songs, mysteries, concepts, all that stuff, and they don't want any of that for a seemingly good reason. Now, for those of you guys that have played the game called Nancy Drew Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, I'm sure you'll recognize this kind of scenario happening. Quick spoilers for those that have not played it yet. Partway through the mystery, Frank and Joe Hardy pull you aside. They've just overheard a conversation, not even a conversation, an argument, between Charlena Purcell and Laurie Gerard.
Nancy, you missed it! The argument of the century!
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Aw, come on, you heard them! They were ready to tear each other to shreds! Charlena and Laurie!
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately we really couldn't make out what they were saying.
Apparently, Laurie Gerard sent in some book ideas to Charlena Purcell, ideas which Charlena rejected.
A storyline that Laurie submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation for it.
However, since there was no copyright on the actual idea, Charlena may have implemented them into her story. When Laurie found out, apparently she freaked out.
She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked. She had no business sending me unsolicited material. But technically, yes. Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly not about to admit anything, and it's not as if she needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about.
This is something that HeR Interactive is trying to avoid. Basically, this policy is stating that they don't want any concepts or ideas for future games from fans because they want to avoid any potential negative connotations that may come with that. For instance, if I sent HeR Interactive a pitch for a new game and it wasn't something that they requested from me, they have every right to take that idea and implement it into the game. However, if that were to happen, I could go off on a tangent and say that they stole my idea, and that is what they're trying to avoid with this new policy. It's not that they don't want to hear your ideas, it's just that they don't want to look bad for stealing someone else's idea for a new game. Which leads me to my next question. Is this policy a sign of a new game? And the reason I ask that is because it's kind of in reference to a point I made in my last video. The fact that HeR Interactive has just updated their website, that's a huge thing. That costs time and money, something which apparently they must have. And since there's been rumors of the fact that the reason that they were so radio silent for the past 4.5 years between Sea of Darkness and Midnight in Salem, that was apparently due to Penny Milliken's past at Disney. That was their model, their business model. You can't say anything bad about your product if you don't say anything at all. So for all I know, they could be in the process of making another game. We don't know if that's true, we don't know if that's false. Of course, it's best to keep your expectations low just in case, but the fact that they're putting this policy up now instead, like this is the first time that I've ever seen them have this policy. It's now implemented on the bottom of their website, so everyone can easily access it. They wouldn't just put that up for no reason. They've got to be working on something, and they're just trying to avoid the messy interactions that may possibly happen. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to hear what your thoughts are, because again, I know very little about this. I'm just speculating with my basic knowledge, so if anyone has any more concrete information or descriptions, definitions of what this could mean, I am all ears. These are just my personal opinions and thoughts on the whole situation, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day.